First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Detroit Lions. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. All right, Charles, we've spoken about this offense plenty, how great they've been all year. 9-0 now into the back half of the season. Super Bowl favorites without a doubt. I think everyone agrees on that. What do you think is the thing that most stands between them and a perfect season?
I think it's themselves. I think it's their team, how they approach things, how they conduct themselves during the week, practicing, getting ready, and then going out and playing. Can't take your foot off the gas pedal at this stage. Doesn't matter if it's a weak team you're playing or not. Look, when I talk with one of the best golfers of all time, he told me he never played against the field. He just played against himself and his own standard.
It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. Well, on third down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
The partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Here's 2nd and 10. Duggan looking to throw. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 30. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Yeah, we'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line. This defense for the Vikings, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
He's got it to Williams. And in for the Lions, touchdown. Jamison Williams, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Lions will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. this drive out on the ground. And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. Here's Chandler on second down. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. That'll get them some of what they needed, but they're still left here with a 3rd and 9 forthcoming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this one is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Here's Duggan to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Gibbs on the toss left. And he's got it down to the 28. This, the 2nd meeting of these 2 teams. You might recall they met back in week 5. And it was the Lions who got the road victory in that one. So they'll be looking to claim the season series now here at home in Detroit. Duggan now to throw. A short pass here taken in by Laporta. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Final 30 seconds of this 1st quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. Duggan. This to Laporta, right side. Touchdown! Sam Laporta, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Lions lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. A gain of 3, second down. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. As they've got it as we resume action. Now a handoff to Chandler. And he'll get about 3 up past the 25. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3rd and 3. Now Chandler. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Here's Chandler. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They run it with Chandler. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 32. 40 yards rushing forward now to this point. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. They'll try and run for it. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Duggan will look to throw this. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Throwing, Duggan. Throw right side, complete to Williams. Finding room at midfield. And down right around the 37. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He's up to 70 yards now in this first half receiving as he's got a first down. Now he'll try to run with this. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Chandler. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. On third down, Chandler has some space here. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The Vikings in the hurry up. They're hustling up to the line. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sideline and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So on fourth down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Finds Gibbs on the check down. Oh, good move. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Usually see those guys out wide get called for holding on running plays. Here a passing play.
Yeah, sometimes we get this quick screen, bubble screen, anything where they're having to block for their fellow receiver, usually at the point of attack, and this time he got caught.
To throw is Duggan. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. The Lions quickly now are going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Throwing on first down, Dugan. He's got this to Williams, complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A gain of 32 that time. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before... Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. Well, maybe that's the spark that they needed here, Charles. Trailing, but a big block. We'll see if that swings the momentum a bit.
You mentioned the word spark. I'm just wondering, as they went off the field and the offense was coming out, did one of those special teams members say, hey, obviously we haven't given up on this one. We're giving you a little bit of a spark. What are you going to do with it?
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
On second down now, it's Chandler. 88 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
They'll run on first down. Chandler. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand and it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 44-yard line. Up the middle they go. It's Chandler down to the 41.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. And it is caught. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 28. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Chandler. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On second down, it's Chandler. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Chandler. Fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Ty Chandler, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Vikings take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. Extra point try good by Gano, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
And some room to maneuver. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And taken down just shy of the 40. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the 39, Duggan. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. On 1st down, Chandler. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Back now at Ford Field. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. Second and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Chandler. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 125 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better really as the nights going on. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Up the middle they go. Chandler, they have the 1st down with that gain of 4 yards.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. They'll run on 1st down. It's Chandler, and And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
On second down now, it's Chandler, and only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Here's 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Hands it off out of the gun. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Ty Chandler, his second touchdown of the night. And the Vikings have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Here we go.
Looking to throw. Dugan. That's into the hands of Reynolds. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards to pick up there.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, to watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They go play action here on first down. Into the hands of Williams across the formation. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
First and 10, here's Gibbs. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's first and 10 now. They'll go again with Gibbs. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. From the 17, they work on second and 10. He's back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
Well, they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. This is 1st and 10. A quick throw there out to Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's 1st and goal.
Back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. As they'll run the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
Lutz with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
He'll look to throw.
Completes this to Jefferson. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout.
Now a handoff up the middle. Chandler.
And remember, field goal does them no good in this situation.
You got to think they should be taking some shots for the end zone soon.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
Back to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Lions have just about sewn up this football game.
And the Lions will take the knee here with victory in the cards.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for Detroit, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Chicago Bears next week. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they come back to the pack a bit as their record falls to 7-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
top down with these big frowns, they already thrown by the size of me. I don't really get truth, put my deuce up, I will not live in apology. I wish you lose love, but truly you suck, gon' make way for a prodigy.
Nobody do it better than me, not incredibly. I do this competitively, uneditably. These falling silent when I walk up in the building. Worry about their future like I'm here to snatch their children. That line was brilliant. How I'm not already in the millions? Am I not the picture of resilience? Why they test my patience? Hyping all this lame. No one got a brain, they just be liking all the same. Is this what the I'm in on industry games? I'm convinced that nobody is speaking my language. I'ma get it as so listen close when I say this. After every feel stainless. I can make a scene go. Everything I wrote gon' smoke so dangerous. I can make